You are watching The Huddle. And again, we're breaking down all 6 wildcard weekend games. It's Ninja, it's Tony Farmer, it's Jason Anik. And guys, let's get into an interesting one. The Broncos and the Bills, the first one on Sunday. The Bills, extremely good at home, obviously. 8-0 at home this season, but 5-3 against the spread. Broncos were 6-3 against the spread on the road this season. A lot of people sort of hinting that this could be an upset in the making. And there you see the latest from FanDuel. Bills 8.5-point faves, total of 47.5. Either side of the total, minus 110. Tony, I'll let you start here. What do you got in this game?
I've got a player prop that I like. Josh Allen over 7.5 attempts. Saw that at FanDuel this morning, plus 102. You heard me say at the top of the show, quarterbacks tend to run more in the playoffs. That's certainly the case with Allen. 8.3 rushes per game in the playoffs throughout his career. Compare that to 6.84 rushes per game during the regular season. You don't need me to tell you this, though. We've all seen it every time the Bills have their back against the wall, whether it's a playoff game or a must-win game, whatever it may be. This guy puts the team on his back. There's been 3 games this season that he's had double-digit rush attempts, 10 attempts versus the Rams, 11 against Detroit, 12 against Kansas City. What do those teams all have in common? They're playoff teams. They're good teams. The Bills know when the going gets tough, you put the team on Josh Allen's back and you run him. So I think he gets at least 8 carries in this game.
Yeah, very interesting. You mentioned that at the top. In the playoffs, you see a lot of those dual threat QBs carry the ball a little bit more. So a good thought there.
And one other thing too, sorry, I meant to mention this. The Broncos run man defense at a top 10 rate in the NFL. So those guys in the secondary, those cornerbacks, those linebackers at times are going to be turning their back to the defense. And I think it's going to leave a lot of opportunities for Allen to run the ball too.
Yeah, I love that. You sort of took it out of my mouth. I believe that there are going to be some broken plays too with that good secondary. Yeah, so I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
I'll be tailing all of your plays. Should be some weather there as well, right? But Ninja, when you laid this game out, Bills 8-0 outright at home, 5-3 against the spread. To me, that's the simple handicap. I absolutely love the Bills to emerge victorious somehow. But I'll take those 9 points at BetMGM minus 110. You can be sure. I think this game goes one of 3 ways. And I do think the Bills win outright. I think they really sweat it out like bad and almost lose, but they win. It's a great close game throughout, or Denver finds a backdoor cover. I just don't see a blowout between 2 cold weather teams in 28-degree Buffalo. Could be some flurries. I believe in Sean Payton and Bo Nix. Bo Nix, they say, with a full season under your belt, he's not a rookie anymore, but the playoff start, he's 25 years old. And while I believe in Drake May more long-term as a Patriots fan, this guy's more ready to play right now. Josh Allen may very well steal Lamar Jackson's MVP, but the Bills don't scare me the way I'd be scared if I'm going at Baltimore and Lamar Jackson or going into Arrowhead to Kansas City. So I wouldn't go as far as to say the Broncos are live. Bob Renfro thinks they win it. I think the Bills are too good as the 2 seed. A couple years ago, they'd be getting a bye. I think the Bills are too good as a 2 seed to throw up all over themselves here, but I think they get pushed in some way by Denver, so I'll take the 9.
You talk about the cold weather. We've talked about quarterbacks and their, uptick in responsibility with the ball in the playoffs. That all vibes with my pick here. I'm on Bo Nix anytime touchdown, and there is a lot of discrepancy for Bo Nix to hit pay dirt. Look at that. FanDuel plus 470, BetMGM plus 425, Bet365 plus 375. Bo Nix is basically a Swiss Army knife for this Broncos offense, whether it's passing the ball, running the ball. He had a fantastic rookie season in Mile High. 4.7 yards per carry, a total of 430 yards with his legs this season, and tied for the most rushing touchdowns on the team with 4. And that's a bit of a knock on this Broncos backfield. Not the best running back room in the NFL. Javonte Williams had a tough season, just 513 yards, 4 touchdowns. Not a lot of good options behind him there in this Broncos offense. So I'm going with Bo Nix anytime touchdown there. Plus 470 at FanDuel, guys. Come on.